Welcome in to the Ryan Ripken Show. As always, I'm not Ryan Ripken. Ryan is still on vacation. I am Kevin Ostraker. We'll be joined by Zach Bollinger, I think at some point, hopefully at some point. I think he got a little crazy tonight. So we'll all pray for Zach and hope he pulls through to get in on this one eventually. But we're talking about a 6-3 Baltimore Orioles win over the Tampa Bay Rays. Open up the series with a dub. I think that's what everybody was hoping for. 2-game losing streak snapped. I don't really want to know what happened if the Orioles had a 3-game losing streak, but you know what? I guess we'll never know. We'll be here to talk about the homers, talk about Cole Irvin, talk about the bullpen slamming the door shut. And of course, if you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We go live Monday and Thursday. We go in studio. We also go live after every single Orioles game, win or lose. And for those who are new here, also, if you don't know how we do these post-game live streams with the Orioles, after every single win, I pull out a prop of some sort. Now, I'm going to wait until a little bit later. We're going to do a quick recap of the game first just to get that out of the way. And then I'm going to do the prop. Spoiler alert, it is more than one thing. So we will get to that in a little bit. But let's talk about the game a tiny bit first, and then we will get to the props. Laura wants me to keep this. I think Laura's been the driving the train for the mustache for me. I had something a while ago when the Ravens were winning. People on this show and my show Locked on Ravens they weren't allowing me to shave. They said you cannot shave until the Ravens lose, and it ended up being the Pittsburgh game didn't count, so it ended up being the end of the season with the Chiefs game. But regardless, appreciate your music. He said appreciate the consistency. Yeah. We go live after every game. I mean, look, Zach and I, we wanted to take on this project. Actually, believe it or not, Rocco was the one that pushed this. I think I had thought about it and mentioned it to the guys. I think Zach had done the same thing. We'd all kind of thought about it, but Rocco really pushed this, and Zach and I took initiative to really get this thing going. It's been fun, too. So we'll dive into a bunch of stuff tonight. First, let's just start with the game in general. The Orioles, the long ball, what's new? Long ball was working. 3 bombs for the Orioles tonight. Tony Taters leads off the party. And good to see Tony get back in his groove. I know Zach always talks about how Tony's that guy who has the peaks and valleys, right? The highs and the lows of, the highs are, he's one of the hottest hitters in all of baseball, right? And you can't stop him. The lows, he's popping up everything and just not getting good contact on the ball. So Tony starts off the party. And then you have Ryan Mountcastle doing his thing. Now, we had all taken the over for the Toronto series. I think it was 2.5. I can't remember. I think, it was 2.5. Mountie got 2 in that second game in Toronto and none the rest of the way. And I'm thinking, okay, well, we took the over and you couldn't just get the homer in Tampa. You couldn't do that in Toronto. But, yeah, it was a good day or a good night, I guess, for Ryan Mountcastle, who is, again, proving that he should be an all-star. And then I'll let Zach take this last one. Zach, who hit the last long ball for the Orioles tonight?
Westy, all he does is produce, baby. What a win.
There he is. Zach survives, everybody. He joins the stream. I told everybody you're getting a little rowdy, so I wasn't sure when you're going to pop on here.
Yeah, no, I was listening. I'm not going to lie. I was sweating the Athletics Blue Jays nerfy real fast, so that's why I was late.
Well, actually, people in the chat, Zach, are sweating the Yankees-Dodgers game right now.
Yeah, I'm also watching that.
Have some Yankees-Dodgers watchers. I think, again, just like, can these Yankees lose, man?
Shohei just had a chance to give him the lead with the guy in first and second and couldn't get it done. So I think the Yankees are going to somehow find a way out of this.
It's bottom 10. It's bottom 10 right now.
Yeah, bottom 10, no outs. Yankees obviously have a runner on second.
Okay, yeah. So, and then obviously the three long balls, and then Ramon Urias continuing to the Roman Empire continuing to
he's on fire.
To flourish. Continuing to flourish.
Talk about that. Remember, even 2-3 weeks ago, people want Ramon Urias gone. People have wanted Ramon Urias to be DFA'd for the past, at least
couple years.
I was going to say at least this season, second half of last season. Guys are hottest hitter right now. So just absolute. It's so funny. Baseball's so funny, isn't it, Kevin? You have guys who you see stars struggle, and then you see Ramon Urias, who doesn't get a lot of playing time. He's kind of on the bench, sitting for 2 weeks? I think he played 2-3 games tops, and that's including pinch hitting. comes out there, kind of gets more of an opportunity with Mateo hurt, and just every opportunity he's gotten, every time his number's called right now, it's just mashing the baseball.
Yeah. So Baltimore, again, homers do the trick for him. And if you're going to hit homers, do it with men on base. Did that a couple times and ended up for the Orioles being a big reason why they won this game. And actually, I was checking like the just inning by inning box score. This was the literal immaculate box score. And what I mean by that is no runs in the first, 2 in the second, no runs in the 3 and 4, 2 runs in 5, no runs in 6 and 7, 2 and 8, and no runs in 9. I don't think a lot of people are going to get what I'm saying here, so I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can. 0-2, 0-0-2, 0-0-2, 0. It's symmetrical. It's perfect. Sorry, I like things like that. So that was fun. Couple donations. Aviator saying can't stick around. Kids are begging me to go play Risk. Here's a little something for the Banksy Fund, Zach Vacation Fund. Much love, Rip fam. Appreciate you, Aviator. Guess we're splitting that $250 each. Banksy Fund and Zach's Vacation Fund. So what are you're up to $750 or $1250 now? One of the two.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting up there.
Good, yeah, I'm up to $37.50 on the Banksy Fund.
Yeah, so Banksy's getting a new leg soon, people.
Or I'm getting Gucci. Well, one of the two. And then we have D Porter. Shout out D Porter.
Stand up, Kevin. Stand up.
Actually, no. When I'm in the studio, when I'm at home, I go get Banksy, please. So I'll go get Banksy. D Porter, sup, fellas? Love the channel. Keep doing it up. Hope to meet everyone soon in a meet and greet. Yeah, we're gonna try to do some of those. Obviously, we talk about how we're going to go back to Charlestown races at Hollywood Casino or Hollywood Casino. You got Charlestown races. I mean, we're going to try to go back. Well, we are going to go back up there at some point, and we're going to try to get the word out for that. We had so much going on that day when we went up there the first time with the Eric Acosta interview that I think every single one of us was scrambling. So we're going to do a better job promoting that one. But also, I think we're going to try to do some at Camden Yards at some point and maybe just around maybe the Iron Rooster at one point. So stay tuned for all those. So appreciate you, D Porter. I'll go get Banksy for the $20. And Zach, why don't you give your overall since you missed the part the beginning
first, part. Kevin, we got the Yankees now have 2 outs, guy on second. Anthony Volpe's up. So
oh boy.
Yeah. All right. It's getting
getting crazy. All right. Keep people
go get your cat.
Keep people updated. Cat. Give your thoughts on the game, and I'll go get Banksy.
Yeah. Okay, Kevin. Go. I will. He didn't have to come off the screen. Okay,
you're gonna put me back on.
What?
I can't do. You're gonna put me back on when I get back. Because I can't. Okay, because I can't click when I hold it. So.
Yeah, you got. When you He came back. He's watching me right now. He knows I'm about to talk shit about him. He's keeping the headphones in. Wait. Oh, the Dodgers get out of it. Let's go. Big. Yeah, and actually, real quick, Juan Soto. That could be something to monitor for the Yankees. Let's see how that. Oh, isn't this interesting? Rot Kabatko just tweets out the Orioles bullpen has posted a 0.63 ERA in the last 9 games. I thought the bullpen was a problem. The Orioles bullpen, we've talked about it multiple times already this year, and honestly, it will not be the last time we talk about it, but consistency is all we ask for from this Orioles bullpen, especially when it comes to some of these back-end guys, the Canoes, the Kimbrels, because we've seen how dominant they can be, the CNL Perez's, the Coulombs. When firing on all cylinders, this bullpen is deep, and this bullpen maybe doesn't have the guy, meaning a Felix Bautista, where no matter what, he's going to come in and strike out 3 guys. They might not have the guy right now, but this bullpen is, and Spirit Bomb, perfectly put. The bullpen's playing better because the starters are giving them length pretty much every game. Yeah, and that's a huge part of it. We've seen for stretches of this season where the bullpen was, Kevin. Welcome back, Banksy. I'll mute you, Kevin. It's just silent.
Did you hear
Welcome,
that?
Banksy. Yep, I heard meow.
Yeah, there he is. So shout out D Porter for the 20. Here's Banksy's the reward.
Whoop, whoop.
His feeder always goes off. His feeder always goes off when I bring him on the stream, and then he goes crazy. But all right, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, Kevin, we're actually just talking about Rakabako put out a tweet a few seconds ago, actually just as you left, saying the Orioles bullpen has a 0.63 ERA over the last 9 games. And we're just talking about how we've talked multiple times about how all we ask for is consistency. These guys have a bunch of depth and very good relievers. It's about consistency, and they don't have the guy, Felix Bautista, obviously, but there's a lot of good pieces in that bullpen. So would I still like to see them make a move for 1-2 more guys? Without a doubt. I mean, you can never have too much help in the bullpen. So I'm always down to acquire another back end bullpen guy, but bullpen's been pulling their weight. And then we're also talking about how big it is the starters. Starters going deeper in games has really helped the bullpen, keeping them rested, because for a period of time this year, felt like the bullpen, every single guy was pitching 4 or 5 days out of 8 games, and they were just so tired and fatigued. And you saw it when they were pitching; they were giving up they were throwing pitches that you never see them, hanging balls that usually don't see them. Cano giving up home runs. Cano doesn't give up home runs. He's a sinker ball pitcher. He's a ground ball guy. When he's giving up long ball, it means he's fatigued. So the longer the starters go, it just continues to help this bullpen improve.
Yeah, I agree. And that's something we had talked about earlier, probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, where it's like, can we extend these 5 or 6 inning starts to 6 or 7? Like, can you get guys? Yeah. Can you get an extra out or two? Right? Cole Irvin goes, instead of 5 flat, you go 5 2/3, and even just an extra out helps this bullpen, especially with the month that the Orioles are in right now. We know they only have 1 off day in the entirety of June. So the bullpen has been, for the most part, great. I mean, that stat sums it up right there. Everybody in the bullpen has to be able to contribute. Again, they were operating essentially a man down with Thiago Vieira there because they didn't feel comfortable enough to put him in any situation after, his debut, which shout out to the infinity ERA that will live forever in Orioles history. But I know it might not feel like the Orioles bullpen has been as dominant as the stats say. I know for me, I was a little shocked when you read that out, because I was like, oh, wow, really? Like, that's really impressive. But Craig Kimbrell comes in, shuts the door, and Yennier Cano just looking like his Yennier Cano self with the swagger back, the strikeout stares. And I think that's what this bullpen needs, just a little bit of swagger, a little bit of confidence. And we've seen that with everything there. I still probably assume they go out and try to get somebody at the deadline. That doesn't mean that they're going to, but yeah, that's just my early prediction at this point. But as we've talked about, Zach, the Orioles are going to exhaust every in-house option before they want to go out and make a move. They're going to want to see, despite them not being able to go out there and give every single prospect they have playing time, they want to be able to use their prospects when they want to use their prospects in trades, not because they have to use their prospects in trades.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is they're not going to press. They're not going to overspend. I'd see the big one right now is Luis Robert. Everyone wants him on the White Sox. It's like, just because we have the prospects to get guys does not mean that you just throw the prospects away to get guys. It's got to be for the right player. It's got to be the right situation. So I like how you said, just because they have the prospects doesn't mean they need to use the prospects. They're going to look for that right situation where they can get a guy that they think helps them win. And then after that, if it meets the right prospect price, then they'll make something happen. See a few people talking about Kyle Bradish tomorrow. Yeah, I guess let's maybe talk about that for a little bit. Kevin, we said our barometer for worry would be dictated on whether or not Kyle Bradish pitched in Tampa. Pitching game 2, which honestly, kind of surprising. I'm not going to lie. After kind of the news we had gotten over the past few days, I was thinking it would be game 4, 3, maybe, if any. A lot of people thought, especially after I saw him throwing a bullpen today, I was like, okay, they're going to have him throw a bullpen kind of in place of a start and then have him pitch maybe against the Yankees, something like that. But all or Phillies,
Mhm.
Braves. Braves are coming in next. Then it's Phillies. Then it's Yankees.
It's Braves.
Yeah. Okay. I had it backwards. But it's a great sign. It's awesome to see him coming back. You just hope for the best. Like we said, this is not a situation where it's like, oh, he's back. All has been avoided. It's a fluid situation. This can change at any moment. But how can you not be excited, especially after some people were like, is this even the last time he's going to pitch this year? To see him on the mound tomorrow is going to be big.
Yeah, for sure. And I see everybody
Yeah,
celebrating right
Teoscar
now.
Hernandez, 2 RBI
Yep.
double.
So if
Come
they
on,
can
man.
hold on, it'll be big for Baltimore. So yeah, it is big. Now, I don't necessarily think that, we're just done with Kyle Bradish in terms of monitoring him. Like, I feel like we're going to have to do this for the rest of the year almost, where maybe the Orioles just feel like they have to give him some extra rest throughout the season, which, look, I'm not shocked by 100% if that's what we have to do. And we have to have these conversations for the rest of the year about, oh, maybe there is going to be a bunch of TBA in their rotation because they just don't know. It's a day by day, week by week thing about, okay, how is Kyle Bradish feeling today? How is he going to feel tomorrow? And that's just kind of the injury management. And if I'm the Orioles, I want to play it safe. I don't want to get him on this 5-day schedule and have it be so clear cut and dry. Like with Corbin Burns, you can do that because we know Corbin Burns is fine at the moment and it's whatever. But with Bradish, that injury is so delicate. He's able to come and be in the rotation and pitch and be himself, but I would probably assume we're going to have to. I don't want to call it a guessing game necessarily, but it's almost like, okay, they might not announce him as a starter. They're going to see how he feels. Because, I mean, imagine, Zach, they announced him as a starter in that, like right at the end of that Toronto series or for game 1 of this series tonight. And then they're like, oh, wait, actually, he's scratched. We're going to push him back. Imagine the panic then, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I just don't. Right. So for me, I'm not shocked if we have to go through this the rest of the season, or at least at parts during the rest of the season. And I think that's fine if they're giving Bradish a necessary rest and they're figuring out how they want to use him effectively without overtaxing him throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, and I also think, it comes down to like Kramer, how's his rest or how's his injury? So it's going to be so much. I completely agree. I think we're going to see this weird, unconventional like rotation where sometimes guys like Suarez and Irvin will just come in and start. And then other times they might go 8-10 days without a start, but they'll be used twice out of the bullpen. And Bradish might not be able to go 2 days. So they decide that Suarez and Povich are going to pitch. And like, it's going to be, I think they want Grayson and Burns to be on the exact same every 5 days. But besides that, I think the other guys are just strictly off rest. And Grayson's dealt with injury already this season. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's a guy they look to get some more rest here and there. So it's going to be, like you said, interesting to say the least, how Brandon Hyde and the staff manage this pitching rotation really down this massive stretch of, gosh, how many games left are we in? So we're down 7 games. It's what, 23 games or 22 games in 23 days still? I mean, it's going to be still a gauntlet ahead of them.
Yeah, and this is a great point by Tori saying, she'd rather go through a bit of panic to give Bradish the extra rest and lose him entirely. And I 100% agree.
Without a doubt.
You take that extra caution. And I mean, we see that across all sports where I think the best route is the safe route. And especially with the arm epidemic we've seen across the league this year, it's not necessarily something you want to risk. So that's something. And then Casey asking if there's an update on Kramer. Johnny says threw a bullpen today.
Yeah, apparently. I think I did see that.
Right. I thought I saw a mention. I can't remember. I was scrambling all day, which we will get to. But who put that out?
Let me confirm.
Was it out?
Yeah, I'm not sure actually.
Well, apparently, according to Johnny, he threw a bullpen today. So
yeah. So we'll see. I think he is. I think we'll know in the next week or two, kind of the next steps of Kramer, and kind of where he is and if he needs whether it's he needs a rehab stint or can just kind of place himself in the rotation.
Okay, Johnny, with a clarification, Jeff Arnold said it today in the pregame show. So
Beautiful.
I was not watching when Jeff said that. I thought I saw someone mention it on Twitter, but I couldn't find the tweet. But yes, so there we go. Beautiful. Any other? Do you want to do one up, one down? I haven't done my props yet. I'm saving it for when we.
Yeah, I'll do one up, one down. You want actually? I'm gonna start because you keep stealing mine. One up. I have to go Westy.
Yeah.
It was honestly, I'm gonna go one down. Adley doesn't extend his hit streak just because that sucks.
Yeah. I'll go one up. There are a bunch of guys I can choose from here. I'll go Craig Kimbrell. I'll go Craig Kimbrell. Got a lot of heat after last game, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, but outside of that one, over the last 7-8 appearances, whatever it is,
pretty damn good.
Pretty good. So that's my one up, and then one down. The Orioles not keeping it clean on the error sheet. Which, of course, results in the one unearned. So yeah. So, actually, Casey has a really good one. I should have done this one. Mullins is.
Yeah, I consider unfortunately. Him, I feel like it's just beating a dead horse at this point. It's like we all know.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're probably at the point now where it has to be at least every other day for Mullins. Like you can't have him every day, which obviously I think we've been past that point for a while now. But it hasn't been good. And the Orioles have enough outfield options where they don't have to use him. So, again, you want to put your vets in spots to try to get them going, but they've been trying to get them going for 2 months now, 3 months now? I mean, practically the whole season. So, I don't know. I'm rooting for him. Obviously, the Orioles are at their best when Cedric is hitting and being himself. We know the defense is still there, but just at the plate hasn't been able to find it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I love this. Cole Irvin, he has been the unsung hero. I think just in so many roles. I mean, they ask him. Sometimes he starts. Sometimes they're just like, actually go out to the bullpen. We need you for 2 innings tonight. Sometimes he needs to go 4 innings out of the bullpen. Just no matter what he's been asked to do, just does it and does it pretty damn well. So shout out Irvin. And honestly, I think he's one of those few guys on the team that can kind of be thrown around in those situations because so many guys you see when they go back and forth between the bullpen and starting, it just can completely throw off their mojo. You know, some guys aren't good out of the pen as they are starting. Cole Irvin just seems no matter what he's asked to do, he goes out there and just gets the job done.
Yeah, I've been absolutely blown away by Baltimore's starting rotation all year. I mean, again, they've had hiccups here and there, but I mean, the overall consistency and the amount of guys who have been in that rotation, and all of them have been pretty much consistent for practically most of this year. Obviously, Burns being himself, Bradish for the most part looking like the Kyle Bradish we know. Grayson, I know that he's had some tough starts here and there, but he's still been pretty decent for him this season, if I say so. And then obviously Suarez and Cole Irvin and Kramer, again, some ups and downs, but he's been on too. I mean, this rotation has looked so good, and I know that was a big question mark coming into the season. I mean, it's why they went out there and acquired Corbin Burns. It's like, okay, you have Bradish as your ace, but like, is Grayson going to take that next step? Is Kramer going to be able to be serviceable? Who else is in that rotation? And you go get Burns, and it's like you have 2.5 aces, almost essentially 3, and then you have other guys who are just stepping up and doing a great job. So I've harped on it all season. It's been the most consistent part of their team. It's been the rotation. And shout out to Cole Irvin, 100%, who struggled to start last season, went down, had to get some stuff right, and then has really bound a role on this team. And I couldn't be happier for him.
Yeah, and I'm seeing stuff, or I had seen stuff today, at least rumors, that looks like Cade Povich is going to potentially get another start in the big leagues. So love to see the confidence of the ball club there for him. And it would be at home. So that would be fun thing. Possibly the pasture night. It's looking like that's what it lines up to be. So
Mhm.
That so
Maybe.
be on the lookout for that. That could be a little electric there.
Yeah. I'm seeing a bunch of Cedric questions just because we talked about it. Tori saying, do you think he's working through some type of injury? He seems out of character for Seth to still be stuck after this long. I just think it's mental. I mean,
I think
maybe
it's
there's
mental. I think
maybe there's
even
a
when
nagging thing, but I don't think there's any injury. Like, I just think it's a mental thing.
yeah, I mean, it's a mental thing. It's just, and even when he's getting a hold of the ball, it's right at guys. I mean, yesterday he should have had 2 hits. I mean, both over 100 miles an hour. I think one actually was 99. Line drives right at the second baseman, right at the center fielder. So like he's struggling, and then in the ones he finally gets a hold of, it's right at guys. So it's just I can only imagine the mental game.
Yeah, it's frustrating. And British Raven, shout out again, joining us very late where he is right now. Or no, it's not.
Appreciate you.
Wait, how late is it over? How late? It's not.
It's not that late. It's
no, it's literally the morning, I think.
Yeah, it's like 4 a.m.
Oh no, it is 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3:30.
Yeah, why'd you say it's not late then?
You said it's not late.
No, you said it. I said it's not late, and then I said, wait, no, it's not. And then I said, wait, yes, it is. And you said, no, it's not. Okay, we'll review the tape. But yes, it is 3:30 where British Raven is.
Yeah.
So shout out. He's asking how much longer.
I was like saying like it as a question. I was like, it's not late.
Oh, I thought you were saying it. I'm like, oh, okay.
No,
but no,
I was
yes,
okay. I understand.
It is late. It is 3:30 a.m. over there. He asked how much longer does Cedric have to perform like this. I don't think the Orioles are moving off of him this year, personally. I mean, I think that you cannot play him, but
you have to start slowly. I don't think you can't completely take him out of the lineup as much as I know some fans want him to be, but he's going to have to play every few days. I mean, even if he's just a defensive replacement on games that he doesn't start, he'd still bring so much value to the team there.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. It's at the plate, and there is value in defensive replacements and going out there and being a defensive specialist. And if Ballins doesn't happen at the plate, obviously you have to impact the team in other ways. So yeah, people are loving I wasn't gaslighting. Everybody thinks I was. See, and you know what I'm. You know what people are gonna say. People are gonna say, "Why are you gaslighting the chat, Kevin? Now, why are you gaslighting the chat?" And I'm gonna be called a gaslighter from here on out. So
stop gaslighting the chat, dude. It's not professional.
It was literally what I remembered in my mind.
We apologize at the Ryan Rifkin show for Kevin. He likes to gaslight the chat.
I was not. I do not gaslight. I do not gaslight. Apparently, Yankees
get a run. Gaslight me on the fact that you don't gaslight.
See, and now everything I say is going to be me gaslighting. See, I knew it. I can predict. I knew exactly what people were going to type in the chat that I was.
Did you?
By the way, no. Minnow is still in there, or Guppy is still in there. So,
do you have 2 different names?
No. Well, I started off with 3. Now there's only 1. It was. Because when I moved in here on Locked On Ravens, I said, okay, I'm gonna get 3 fish, and I'm gonna name them Edgar Allan and Poe. I let the chat name them, and Edgar Allan and Poe were the names that won out, and only Edgar has survived. We have a fish tank in the main area, and a disease got it and wiped everything out except for the beta. So that was sad. I didn't kill. They literally died of natural causes. I didn't do anything.
I would say that too.
Okay, well, let's transition to the props. I promise people props. I always do props after wins.
Let's do the props, Kevin.
Let's do the props. Well, I could not figure out any one singular prop, but I did go to the grocery store today.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is a mini grocery store haul of what I got. Now, not everything, because I have stuff in the fridge, obviously, and I didn't want to just be sitting here for however long this stream was. So we're gonna do a mini grocery.
I like how props originally started as something that represented each something good that happened. Now it's just okay for tonight. We're doing a grocery haul.
Well, I couldn't because I was like, well, I already did like the Mount Castle Bear, and like I did the taters for Tony, and like I did produce for Jordan Westberg, and I'm just like, I don't have any Roman Empire stuff here, so and I'm just like, what do I do?
2 down in the Yankees game.
All right, yeah, I'm not gonna eat anything, by the way, because I think that scarred people. So, first we're gonna have dessert first. This is a pineapple upside down cake with 5 out of the 6 runs the Orioles scored tonight. And then this big one can be the 6th. I've never actually eaten a pineapple upside down cake before. I've never had one in my life. So, and it was on sale. And I'm just like, okay, I'll get the pineapple upside down cake. I got some Cheetos Puffs. These were also on sale. And I like Cheetos. The Puffs are good. So
the Yankees lose.
Yankees lose. Beautiful. I haven't had these. Well, shouldn't say that, but I found these and I'm just like, these were my childhood. Zach, I don't know if they were yours.
All right, let's see them. Yes.
I'm like, oh, there's no way I can pass these up. There's
That's
no way
electric.
I can pass these up. So that, of course, got to get the value. I'm big on value, so got to get the value pack. I got some lemonade from Target. Just some classic lemonade, nothing too crazy.
While Kevin do that, can you guys just put a bunch of Yankees suck in the comments? Continue,
Yes.
Kevin. Oh my God.
Got to get the Lucky Charms. For those who are new to the channel and we're not here for my Lucky Charms controversy, I prefer the cereal over the marshmallows. Which, by the way, when I was buying this, I saw the marshmallows only. I did forget to bring the Cheerios in here, but I also did get a family size thing.
I'm not gonna lie, Tori called this at
shout out to you, Tori. Good job.
The very beginning.
I did have Cheerios. I got this thing. It's a pineapple corer and slicer.
Did you also get a pineapple?
No. Shoot. Yeah, that's something I meant to get.
You got the pineapple slicer, but not the pineapple?
Yeah, you know, when you put it like that, it doesn't make it sound very good.
Kevin.
Oh yeah. Well, looks like I know what I'm doing tomorrow. It felt like I forgot something. I didn't know what. So that's what that was. And then I went on Pringles were on sale too. I wanted a bit of a Pringles binge. So of course, first you gotta get the original. Right, original Pringles.
He needed it for the upside down cake. That's actually that's good.
So we got to get the original Pringles. We got the sour cream and onion Pringles.
Kevin buying a pineapple tomorrow -550.
Yeah, I'd put money on that. Sour cream and onion. We got the barbecue.
If people are tuning in right now, like just expecting a breakdown, and then Kevin's just giving a
we have gone up in viewers since I started this.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying is people are joining. They've got to be like, what is going on?
All right, we're gonna get back into the baseball after this. This is the last thing.
Take your time, Kevin.
This is the last thing I have here. And Banksy is just staring at me right now, watching me do this grocery thing. But I did not know they had this flavor. This might be new. They have street taco Pringles. And I did not realize that they had street taco. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to try the street taco Pringles. Did you know there were street taco Pringles at?
No, but where did you how many Pringles flavors did you get?
4. I got
Are you
3.
like a stack them?
Well, no, I'm not going to eat them all. I'm not going to. No, I don't mix flavors. I can't mix flavors. Do you mix flavors?
Well, it depends on the flavors. Like, I'm not mixing like street taco and like sour cream and onion. Like, you know, there has to be a specific like street taco and maybe like a hotter
You gonna put sour cream on the street taco? You're gonna get like all the toppings and make like a street taco.
Now we're talking.
All right, everybody is just spamming in the chat. Try the street taco Pringle, which, by the way, I think multiple people who were telling me to taste the street taco Pringle one were saying that they were scarred from me eating corn dogs. But let me reset my computer. Situation. I'll reset my computer and then I will taste the street taco Pringles. All right, give me a minute.
Go have fun, Kevin. I have no clue, everyone. I'm telling you guys right now, I also don't know what he's going to do every time he says he has props. It surprises me. I did not think we were getting a grocery haul, but while he's going, let's talk a little Yankees, Dodgers. Dodgers beat the Yankees, so that means let me check. The Orioles do gain a game on New York. It's now back to 3.5 games. This is going to be an interesting stretch. This is going to be a very interesting stretch, especially with New York playing against the Dodgers. You really hope that the Dodgers could take at least 2 of 3 from this. Obviously helps that they got game 1, but puts a little bit more. It doesn't obviously put pressure on Baltimore, but with the Yankees having this tougher opponent, we really want to beat the Rays and you really want to take advantage. Kevin is so back, baby.
I'm here.
That was the fastest I've ever seen you reset your computer.
Yeah, I just shut it for a second. All right, we'll try the street taco Pringles. All right. Smells like street tacos. They are. Here's what they look like. For those who don't know what a Pringle looks like.
What color would you call that?
It's like taco shell color.
That's not a color.
Well, like tan-ish.
All Pringles look like that, Kevin.
Sure. Okay, let's try the Pringle.
You 2-bite Pringles?
It definitely tastes like it. Like I can taste like the meat in this Pringle.
So you 2-bite Pringles?
No, I'm not. The way. Okay. I don't eat everything like I eat.
I'm just asking. You didn't have to get defensive about it.
I don't eat everything like I eat a corn dog.
No, I 1-bite Pringles, I feel like.
So you just go like all in.
Yeah, if that's how you want to put it. I'm an all or nothing guy.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
I'm so concerned about what's about to. I love you, Kevin. I love you.
Sorry, just felt like that had to be done.
That was so perfect. That was so perfect.
They're not bad. If I had to rate this, I'd probably give it like.
Alex, I'm wondering, what has this show come to? I feel like we ask that question at least 3 times every post-game show.
I'll give this an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, appreciate you, Joey. Tired, came here for the Orioles content. Wired. Hey, I got a pineapple cutter, but forgot the pineapple. Let's try street taco Pringles. You never know what you're going to get on these post-game shows. I'll tell you that.
We do. Our utmost important thing is providing analysis and content, sports content, giving you the post-game reaction on the live streams, obviously giving you our takes and getting into that. But a big part of the show is just vibing and having
fun. After like 25 minutes, I'm telling you, it's all just, there are no rules on this thing anymore. Once we hit 30, we always get like 30, 35 minutes of solid content in. And then it goes up in the air. Then stuff starts going up in the air of like, whoa, I'm getting a few, where else can you get the chip duck face? Exactly.
I felt like it gave more comedic timing if I left the stream and then just came back.
That was beautiful. I was so worried about what was gonna like when you were just like, oh, 1 second, and then left. I was so scared. Okay.
Did I like scar you from showing my socks?
No, but I just when all of a sudden you were like 1 sec, and I just see you behind the screen, just planning. I was like, what's about to go down?
Yeah. So look, after wins, the vibes are high, and after losses, we try to get the vibes higher than they are, even though losses are awful. So
yeah, losses suck.
Yeah,
I hate
it's stuff like that. Yeah, and also Ryan has not been on this show now for what, like almost a week and a half, a week ish. Now you're just gonna laugh.
Well, no, because the screenshots have already made their way to Twitter.
Oh, good. Yeah,
it's incredible.
All right, let's see what we got. I'm gonna have to scroll through all these notifications.
Oh, you're so popular. Dude, Jason.
I already have two. Jason's tweet is very funny. Same. We got Fat O's fan and on the action. Jason. I'm sure we're not done. I'm sure there'll be others. So yeah.
Gosh.
It's always a fun time on the Ryan Ripken show.
Oh, you never know what you're gonna get. We don't know what you're gonna get either. So that's what makes it fun. Yeah, Jason does win that one. Jason wins.
Yes, Jason does win. Jason's in here lurking, waiting to call me worse than the tornado again for the third straight night.
It's facts, Kid tells it like it is.
I get the pass because we won. It's exactly why I don't do props after a loss, because the vibes are not good enough for props after losses.
Yeah, we would not know.
So it's only props after wins. Yes, the occasional Ryan Ripken show. Yeah, Ryan is up in the air.
We think he'll be back.
At some point. No, he'll be back. He'll be back pretty soon, actually. So
yeah.
But before the post game shows, it is usually just Zach and I. All the other guys will pop on. All the other guys will pop. Other guys will pop on at points. But
although I will say we did kind of start doing this literally the day after he left. So who knows? Maybe he does join this more than
no. He was here for a couple before he left, I think, because we started right after the sweep. We started after the sweep.
Yeah. True. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Like I think all sports losses are.
Casey, I'll have you know, we are two very trustworthy people.
Yes, I've almost done. And if you think I'm not, I have. If we're talking about streaks, Zach has an over 100-day or 100 stream streak here on the Ryan Ripken show. I have 1,265 consecutive episodes of Locked On Ravens that I've not missed one. I also have Snapchat streaks almost 3,000 days with people I've met once.
You would.
Yeah, all my friends want me to delete the app, and I'm just like, no, I need
like
this.
10 years.
It's not quite.
Yeah, it's going probably 8 years.
It's not quite 10. That's like 8-ish years, 9-ish. No, it's like 2,700. So it's like 8. Here, I'll read them off right now.
Years. That makes sense.
I'll read them off right now. I'm actually going to lose a couple here. I have 2,689, 2,648, 2,442, 2,475, 2,080, 1,062, 1,495, 1,193, 994. 898, 561, 636. Yeah, I don't lose streaks. So when it comes to this streak for post-game shows, we're not going to lose this after Orioles game streak.
I do not have a single streak on Snapchat.
It's disappointing.
I just don't use Snapchat anymore.
There it is. 7.36 years. For someone I met once, my freshman year.
There's so much pressure on that, though. Were you someone who was like, if you went away, like someone kept your streaks?
Actually, no. Yeah. But what I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this. What I have done is if someone's going to lose a streak with me, like I've done this with one of my friends, I call them. at like 3 a.m. And I'm like, you better save the street. I'm not proud of it.
Kevin, let it die.
I'm close enough with this guy where it's fine. But like,
once you hit 10 years, I think you just let it go. Like on the 10-year thing, I think you just let it go.
I've only done that once though. It was once in a dire situation, like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I did that.
Oh, so you guys were not that deep into this. You guys were at like 400.
Yeah, like 500. But that was like when I didn't think it was going to get that far. Like, I don't do that anymore. But like, it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was one time. It was one time. Okay.
All right, let's start wrapping this up. I'm going to go drink.
Oh, congratulations.
Kevin, would you like to come drink?
I'm recording a bonus episode of Locked On Ravens tonight, so
always working.
I know.
One time I'm going to get Kevin smashed.
I feel like that will happen. We're
going to get you off the Four Loko again.
That was the time. Yeah.
We're going to do Kevin versus Four Loko. We're going to see what happens.
I mean, it's happened before. But.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I think actually tomorrow, I think we're going back for Zach on the streets. I think I'm going to be out tomorrow. So. So be good for that. I think.
Are you gonna just have people guess where to find you?
I'll be out in Fed Hill. I might, once we get on stream, I might say where. I'll be out at the bars in Fed Hill. So
tomorrow night. So a little precursor to the stream tomorrow. If you want to potentially have an appearance on the show, find Zach.
I'll be out there.
Go find Zach.
Yeah, you'll see me crossing the street 100 times because I get bored and don't know what to do when I'm standing outside, and I'm just like going back and forth to the same spot.
Yeah. So we're going to keep this up back here tomorrow for our streaks continuing. I will not call Zach to continue the streak.
Yeah, honestly, if you come find me, you will probably be asked those questions. So depending how
the question you should ask Zach is, what's Earl Weaver's number? Or what was Earl Weaver's number?
Yeah. Okay. You mess up Earl Weaver's number once, and now you never. I don't know. That was a bad one.
Well, apparently I'm just a gaslighter. So.
Are you gaslighting me again?
Where was the gaslighting in that sentence?
Oh my God! Do not gaslight me like that.
Okay. All right.
That
you were trying to gaslight me. You were trying to gaslight me into saying that I just call people every single night to keep Snapchat. I did it once like 6 years ago, and now everybody's like, "Oh, Kevin calls everybody every night for Snapchat." I'm like, I did it one time like 6 years ago, and everybody's like, "Oh, okay." So you were trying to gaslight me, by the way.
Did you just give a whole story to try to gaslight me about how I tried to gaslight you?
Yeah. Robert says he has a question for me. Robert, I don't see your question. If you asked it, can you ask it again? Or are you just saying that I am questionable? Because that also is valid. So, it's funny enough, I think I would be the show therapist. Would I not be?
Yeah.
I'm already HR.
Yeah, Kevin's a lot of things. He's HR already, so.
Show therapist and show HR.
Yeah.
So.
Jesus. All right, everyone. This has been a time.
It has been a time. 30. That's almost 11. Wow. I gotta get recording at some point here.
You have a time, Kevin. You have a time.
I do. Yes. Now everybody's saying I have too much power.
Yeah, he's trying to gaslight me out of my position.
What's your position?
I don't know. Just co-host. He's trying to take over the show.
No.
All right, everyone.
I have multiple roles. It has been a time. So we'll be back here tomorrow. Games at 4:10, right? Yeah, 4:10. Zach will be out on the scene, not in Tampa, but at the bars, doing the post-game show from there. So be sure to like and subscribe here if you're new. If you've been with us, whether you've been with us for a while, couple months, couple weeks, whatever it may be, shout out to you as well. If you want to become a channel member, we have a bunch of perks in there also. So be sure to hit that join button next to subscribe for emotes. As you see, you're getting spammed in the chat right now a little bit. And other perks when I start up those post-game member live streams, probably once Ryan gets back. We'll have to all sit down and figure out a time for that. But really appreciate it. We're almost to 10K, just a couple hundred away from 10,000. We have something special planned for that. I don't know if we know exactly what it is yet, but we are going.
We know what it is.
Did I just miss the memo?
No, just say we know what we're doing.
Okay, we know all right. We know what we're doing. Zach's trying to gaslight you, but we know what we're doing. We'll be back here tomorrow.
Show word of the day: gaslight.
Yeah,
it's 2 words.
Yesterday it was cathartic. Remember that when I didn't know what cathartic meant?
Yeah, cathartic.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think Jason's comment sparked what
I don't think we have anything planned.
Well, I think I know what it is. You guys are doing something together.
No, that's not what you think it is. This is something totally different.
Oh, all right. Whatever. All right, Orioles win 6-3 over Tampa. Take the series opener. Hopefully they can at least secure a split tomorrow. We'll be back here, probably around 6:30, 7, talking Orioles.
About that time.
Zach, again, if you want to get a potential appearance on this stream, be sure to go find him out in Fed Hill. I'm sure he might. What'd you say? You're going to drop the location after the game?
Yeah, once I get on, I'll let you guys know where I am.
You're feeling spicy. I don't know. You're famous, Zach. You might.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just look for the tall guy in Fed Hill.
Yeah, wearing a hat and probably with 3 beers in his hand.
Kevin, you can only carry 2.
Well, then you might or here, 1 and then 2.
What are we doing here?
And then 3. You can honestly do 4.
We got to end the stream. What are we doing here?
Okay, well then you end it.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of the post game show of the Ryan Ripken Show. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I think it's just time we need to go. Kevin,
peace.
We'll see you all.